Buddy. Can help me stack some wood. Got it mostly split here, but I got to put some of it away. So here, there's something going on in the woods there. We lost the chicken the other day to a hawk or an owl or something. Didn't we, Jack? Says yes, we did, actually. Ransfors Brooks. I like this little axe. This is a splitting axe, small one. Small little splitter. See the wedge on that? Curve. Which differs from that other one I showed you. Boom. Boom shakalaka. All right, Jack, let's work in the woodshed. In the woodshed, Red. Yeah, this fell over. Now we got to repile it. Don't we, Jacko? Folks, you have a method to the madness of stacking wood in your woodshed. I'm going to try some randomness to this. Try to get you closer. Here. The fun part, the stacking the wood part. Yeah, I know it's not like super fun, but I don't mind. Got a few big pieces that could use a little bit more split action. If you're just having your lunch now, you can enjoy it while I do this. That side is the side that's seasoned and we're still burning. And the right side here, which I guess is your left side, is wet stuff. It's not fun either trying to stack when you have these different sizes, but I make it work. Here's a question for you. How many cords of wood do you think my woodshed holds? Take a wild guess. Put it in the comments. Nobody's got a guess. I know you're wondering. You must be wondering. Alright, this is some of my kindling. Need a kindling pile over there. These little ones, these actually were the Jimmy logs, because he has a small wood stove. So he likes this stuff here that's like 10 to 12 inches. And these made it into the truck. I guess he had enough and he was like, you can have them, Scotty. So I have them and I don't mind them, but they're a little bit harder to work into my stacking arrangement. And I'm trying to get this pile cleaned up here to my left because we're going to get more this week. There's still quite a lot more to be cut up. And so this way I can stay a little bit ahead of the game. That doesn't work there. It smells good. This is the gnarly one I did earlier. Gnarly. No, that won't work. Could work there though. So the most important thing to me when I'm stacking this is not actually that I have like nice, I don't know if you can see over there, I put them like this, And that's pretty stable. But what I've started to do is just kind of randomize, but then I need to make steps because I like to get it right up to the roof. And without getting a ladder, I just build the steps in the woodshed here to help me with that. And so when I start a new row on the bottom, it stabilizes the row next to it. And it doesn't have to look pretty. This is probably really hard for an A-type personality. John, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Go up there. That was fun to split. This team, Erastan, this team, FC, not sure what that means. So got a little bit of instability creeping in here on this side because it's a little bit lopsided. Split this one here. Go for it. Check overheads. Stay. Yeah. Got it. Nice dry one. With Goofy. Punky Brewster. not gonna fit there. Maybe here. Yeah, that's a good fit. Glove, like a glove. Like a glove. Give a little split to this guy here too. Y'all probably want to see that though. Can you see that now? Nope. Okay. Shaklank. Got it. And now it's just made a little gate that I got to cross. Come on, work with me. Work with me, logs. This is where I got the little shorties in here, causing a little bit of instability. That could go there. She's holding. Like butter. Let me see over here. This Team FC. So what does this Team FC mean? Now people come into the comments and, I don't know, maybe people who are regulars on live streams know what that means. I don't know what that means. Gotta help me. I'm an old guy. Team Fiskars chopping? Is that what that is? Team Fiskars chopping. Yeah, I like that. That could be what FC is. Up here. Now, start building up the second row here. So, you folks, you're helping motivate me here to get the wood off the ground early rather than late. I often split it and leave it and just kind of do a little bit every few weeks. And this way it stays a little fresher, doesn't start rotting, you know, the bottom layers of a big pile. Like I've had a pile 7-8 feet tall. Split wood. It sits here till June. And it's already seasoned by then because it's in the bright sunshine. But now, what happens is the stuff on the lower level of the pile gets kind of rotten. And it's still burnable, but it's not as good. And you're all helping me now to get a leg up on the stacking. Well, part of it is that I'm bringing in more, so I've got more wood coming or going to get more wood this week. With my buddy, Jimbo. All right, Goofy, take another whack at this one. You know, a splitting site is pretty dangerous actually because I have bits of wood all over the ground and trip over it. Woo, that was a good one. Hey, Robbie. Yeah, it's been a few days since you joined the chat. Thanks for coming by, seeing what's going on. Thanks for the love. Appreciate it. Got some wood over here behind the camera. Let's get that out. This is the bit punky one. I'm doing great. Doing great. No complaints at this point. You never know though, there might be, well, I did have a complaint this morning, but you'll have to check my other video on why that might be. But such is life. Right now we're just chilling by stacking wood. And I got Jack over here. He's waiting. Jack is waiting for me to finish with this. Because he wants to go for a walk. Here we go. These are these little chunks that are, yeah, they make good little wedges in the wood pile. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Stacking wood. I need a big piece now. I do have a big piece. I'm gonna split one here. Oh, the back. Okay, I might regret this. Trying to split this. I think I've already tried to split this one the other day, and it was futile. Let's go for it. Can you see that? Yeah. Let's get a footing here, and I'm off to your left. Did you see that? That was like butter. Let's do another one. That was so easy. We're gonna do another one. That's pretty easy. These big heavy ones are great on the bottom row. Anchors. This one, I think I'll take a swing at this one, too. Oh, that was a shickle anchor. My footing was off. One on the pallet. Steady. Oh, you got another one. You got to split another one. I've nicknamed this act Goofy. Here we go. How's everybody's lunch? If you're in the Eastern time zone, how's it going? What are you eating for lunch? Oh, that one fell back. Lost that one. Let's see. Might have to build it up a bit here. Lost that one too. It'll dry. Hickory. Not anymore to split this guy. One brawny slug, that should do it. Yes, sir. I think I'll try to make that one fit in the stove. For those skilled in the art of splitting wood, you'll understand why, just by looking at that. So nobody has said how many cords of wood they think can fit in this woodshed. Let me know. Put it up in the comments, in the chat. What do you think, Robbie? Robbie boy? How many cords? One cord of wood is 4 feet by 4 feet by 8 feet. Or 8 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet. Or 4 by 4 by 8. That makes the math pretty straightforward. You know, don't you, Jack? Says yes, but I don't want to tell everybody what the answer is. Here we go. I'm almost done. Not too many more pieces. To give myself a pat on the back here at the end of this. Yeah, and then you get ones like this guy here. He doesn't stack very well. You can see my mess here on the end. Let's see, maybe we put him here because he's got a backstop. And then I have ones like this, which that will not fit in the wood stove, but it would fit in our fireplace, no problem. So what I do with this is I take it and I have another little woodshed. It's a little micro woodshed, my friends, and it's over that way. It's actually for our outdoor fire pit, and it's a little covered one, and I'll put it there because I can either burn it there or I can take it. I sometimes take from there to go inside for the fireplace. Good for grip strength. There's my boy Jack. He matches the wood. He's camoed in here. Says no, I'm not camoed. It's not intentional. Come here. Yeah, buddy. All right, this is where I start building up this guy here. There. Oh, like a glove. Like a glove. Rena to Del Grazy. Retracted. How come? What's wrong? How do you retract? I didn't even know you could do that. I got the sun blazing down here in my eyes. But thanks, Rena, for coming by during your possible lunch hour. I think it's cool to be kind of, you know, part of somebody's day. You might be in another part of the world, a long way away, and yet you can be in somebody's backyard watching them work. Or some people don't work on their live streams. But I can say one thing: you can see just about anything you could ever imagine on live streams. And that netherworld is a pretty interesting place to be, especially different times of the day, which I never really entered that part of the internet world until recently, until actually I started to do my own live streams and to get ideas and whatnot about trends and things like that. But you can see everything. I mean, it's just amazing. I saw one live stream last night of this guy making little locks. And he did custom padlocks. Maybe some of you've seen that. I don't know, but it was kind of interesting. And he was like an engraver trade, making these locks. It was pretty cool. Don't remember the handle. All right, the pile is strengthening. Isn't it, Jack? Says, I gotta keep an eye on you because we haven't done the walk. Where will this fit, Jack? Says it looks good right there. That's a good place. I have noticed that in a lot of live streams, people like it when their presence is acknowledged in the chat. And so I try to at least keep up with that. If people come in on the chat and say hey or ask a question, I try to get to it and respond. Pretty stable. Interlocked all these funky pieces, like stuff like this. It's heavy. Heavy stuff. See Jack. Give Jack a like. I had a lot of people come in, like up to 177 I saw at one point, and only 13 people stuck around to like it. But if you can give a few more, that would be good. chilling, Jack. Says yes. Here we go. Let's put that there. Let's start stabilizing that one. Let's split this. Here. All right, watch out, Jack. Look out, buddy. Look out. Good boy. Don't want to hit him with the X27 Goofy. If anybody knows why I'm calling it Goofy, let me know in the comments. Here we go. Get ready. Two whacks at the wood. Maybe we get this guy too. Size it down. Now this one might be a little trickier because we got a knot there. Let's go for it. Yeah. Okay, we'll do my speciality. It's just embedding. Come on. We got this, don't we? We got it. We got it or we don't. We just debarked it. It's going. I love it. The algorithm picks up on struggle and noise and crushing. That was goofy. Try it from the other end, my friends. A little bit of progress. Let's flip it and rip it. Flip it and rip it, and we got to go in the right direction. So it flips off the other side and not into me. Let's take another one. Another swing at this. Oh yeah. It's not going to be pretty. But she's going to go. Watch it. Right around the knot. Come on, I deserve a like for that. Perseverance pays off. She's warming up out here. Let's get this little shorty. Might be tricky. This is what we're working with. And back up. Bouncing around. It's not the wind, it's me. All right, I got another little short one here. This time though, we're gonna use Brookie. I call him Brookie. It's this guy right here. This is my Grand Fours Brook. Hey Scott, is all that for home use, or do you sell it by the quart? It is all for home use. I heat my house with wood. We have a Kuma Vapor Fire 100 furnace. And if you want to know about those, you could go to Lampa Manufacturing. They're a US company that makes high efficiency wood burning furnaces and sauna stoves. Top notch, top notch. And I've done lots of videos on those if you've seen them. And I appreciate the question. Yeah, it's all for home. We have a fireplace and we have the Kuma furnace. And my kids take some firewood too. They don't live around here, but yeah, I mean, I got a surplus here from year to year usually. So they take some for their use. Oh, look at that. That's a great little axe, by the way. It's just a little, they call this the small splitting axe. And, but it's got I've said this before, it's really a good weight to it. And yeah, I take care of these. But you're not gonna get the power. I usually use this thing for making like kindling. But it will do it. It will do it, Brent. That's into the heartwood, but it's going. Let's go. Nice. Gnarly stuff, this hickory. Yeah, it's quite a lot of work. I do have a hydraulic splitter here, and I use it as well. I need to, because some of the stuff is, if I need to get production out of this, then I use the hydraulics. I actually was using it this morning. So nobody has guessed how much wood is in the shed, or can be in the shed. Not what's in the shed, because it's obviously not full. It's a little bit deceiving, I think. Project Dansk. That's Denmark, it looks like. Gdansk greets you. Thank you. I have been to Denmark. If you're from Denmark, I've been there in every month of the year. Love the country, love the people, fantastic people. And yeah, I would go back there again for vacation. But each time I was there was for business. And I would spend a week at a time there in Horsens. If you're from Denmark, let me know that. Horsens, Denmark is where I used to go. I am from North Carolina. I live in North Carolina. I'm not originally from there. I'm originally born and raised in Canada and moved to the US in '98 for work, for a chemical company down here. I don't work for them anymore. I'm semi-retired. Yeah, and I love North Carolina. We came to North Carolina, and this is where we stayed since then. Great weather. I mean, look at it. It's February. We did have winter here, and probably the worst, coldest winter on memory for me here. I mean, yeah, not compared to Canada. Theirs is brutal. I mean, if it's, you get it. Or even, there's many places in the US that are far colder than where I was in Canada, which was London, Ontario. And Guelph. At least part of the time in Guelph. My wife went to school there. We got married there. Then we went to Burnaby, British Columbia for 6 years. Started raising a family there until I got moved down here. And I was like, you can't beat the weather down here. Why would anyone want to move back? And I still say that. BASF. No, it wasn't BASF. It was Evonik. Thanks for the hearts. Yeah, Evonik is yeah, they still exist, but the company, I was selling super absorbent polymer. And BASF sells super absorbent. They're one of the bigs. Actually, I'm still selling it. But it's, you know, it's a side hustle, basically. And really a good material to sell, friends, because it's recession proof. There's a question for y'all. Super absorbent, you know what that is? Yeah. Let me know if you know what that is. See, people, you can reveal a lot in these live streams, right? All right, let's see here. Got to shield from the sun. Let's see. 60-30. Grig. Some of the handles, they're just maybe partly people's names. I see a Karen in the middle there. Hi. I still wanted to know if the Dansk guy is actually in Denmark. Or is it Sweden? Or Norway? One of the Scandinavian countries. And there we're, what, I guess, getting close to 5 o'clock if it's over there in Europe. So they're getting off work. All right, Jacko, we're making progress now. Good progress. We're done. Just a little bit of cleanup here. Making room for more incoming. Which will be later this week. So join me again later. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to have you join me again. And right now, I'm going to have to say, until next time, my friends, because my battery is getting very low. I just got a warning. We actually could go a little longer, but I am done here and it's lunchtime for me. Getting hungry. So, peace out. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the likes. And we'll see you next time around. Appreciate y'all.